Okay, you've got through those first 3 videos. In the first video, we set up your yoga space. In the second one, we went through 5 fundamental yoga poses. And in the third one, we put those poses all together, threw in a few extras to create your classical sun salutations practice. This video is all about the breath. Now in video 2 and 3, you might have found my breathing cues quite difficult to keep up with, and that's okay. That's to be expected right at the beginning. It's not always easy to connect breath with movement when you're not really used to doing that. So in this video, we're going to do a practice that's going to help you to develop your breath awareness on and off the mat. And this practice is actually something you can do anywhere, really. You could do this on the train going to work, you could do this at home watching Netflix, you could do this when you're cooking, you could do this when you're cleaning, you can do this when you just need 5 minutes break away from everybody in the bathroom. Really, you can do this anywhere, and the more you practice this, the more that you'll see it translate onto the mat as well, and the more you'll realize how breath connected with movement can start to feel more and more seamless. So, what am I talking about? I am talking about a practice called conscious breathing. And essentially what this is being aware, very aware of your breath. And we can do this, I'm going to be doing this sitting cross-legged, but that's not always a comfortable position for everyone. So if you want to sit on a chair, by all means do so. If you want to lie down and practice this, that's absolutely fine too. Find a comfortable position, at least one where your spine is nice and long. So if you're sat on a chair, you might want to put a book or a cushion or something between your spine and the back of the chair so that you avoid slumping. If you're sitting cross-legged, like I am, then something that helps is to come sitting up onto a cushion or a block, and it will automatically give you more lift in your spine. And what we'll do here, you're welcome to close your eyes if that feels safe for you to do so, but it's not necessary. Take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe out however you like. You can sigh it out or you can breathe out through your nose. We'll do that one more time. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, bring your hip points just a little bit forwards. Gently tuck the belly in. Lift the chest up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, if you notice your ribs splaying out, then you can just use your hands to just gently pull your ribs in again. Guide the ribs back in. Lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and that will automatically create a gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest. If that starts to feel restrictive at all in the throat, then just bring your chin up a little bit. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And from here, take a deep breath in through your nose. And a deep breath out through your nose. And again, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And we're going to continue this for 8 more breaths. And at some point, your mind is going to flutter away to something completely unrelated to the present moment. And that's absolutely okay. The purpose is to notice that's happened and then bring your mind, your focus back to your breath. And by doing that, you're managing to stay in the present moment. Now, if you're feeling particularly uncomfortable, for example, if you're sat up onto a block, or you're sat on the chair but it doesn't quite feel right, then take this time to make a couple of adjustments so that you can get just a little bit more comfortable in your position. But be aware that it's not going to be 100% comfort. There is going to be a little bit of discomfort at some point, and that's okay. Maybe take a moment to pay attention to what you can hear, sounds around you. Try and label them. What is it that you can hear? And then take a couple of breaths to pay attention to any sensations you're feeling in or on your body. For example, the heat of your hands wherever they're resting on your body. Perhaps even the waistband of your leggings or whatever it is that you're wearing. Is there a persistent itch or tickle somewhere? If so, take a minute to scratch it, satisfy that need. Any particular smells, scents? And if there's nothing, that's okay too. On the next breath, as you breathe in, one more time, lift the chest up gently towards the ceiling, and as you breathe out, relax your shoulders just a little bit more. Draw the belly and ribs in just a bit more. And on the next breath, I want you to ask yourself this question. Where do I feel the breath as I breathe in? Now, the answer might not come to you right away, which is fine because we're going to breathe in again. You can ask yourself the question again, where am I feeling the breath as I breathe in? And for the next couple of breaths, keep asking yourself that question. There might be a variety of different answers. For example, right below the nostrils, in the upper lip, inside the nose, back of the throat, in the chest, in the ribs, in the belly. And there's no need to change anything about the way you breathe. We're literally just looking for that answer. And then as you breathe out, ask yourself the question, where do I feel the breath as I breathe out? And again, if you can't feel that, then don't worry, we've got plenty more breaths coming. Just keep asking the question, where do I feel the breath as I breathe out? And it might be the same location as where you felt it breathing in. It might be a different one. You might not be able to identify a location. Any answer is okay. Just pay attention. I'm going to put that together. But before we do, on your next breath in, lift the chest gently up towards the ceiling. On the next breath out, relax the shoulders down, draw the belly and the ribs in just a little. And as you breathe in, where do I feel the breath as I breathe in? And as you breathe out, where do I feel the breath as I breathe out? Rinse and repeat for the next few breaths. And as you breathe out, let go of those two questions. And on the next breath in, ask yourself this: how do I feel? How am I feeling right now? And don't try and change anything about the way you're feeling. Don't try and guilt yourself into feeling better or more positive. However you're feeling is completely valid. Just let it be. And on your next breath in, lift the chest up. On your next breath out, relax the shoulders down. If you had your eyes closed, you're welcome to slowly open your eyes, come back into the room. Wiggle your fingers. If you're lying down, you can wiggle your toes too. Bring some energy back into your limbs here. If you want to roll your shoulders up towards your ears and back down again, that might feel nice. If you're sitting up on a block, you can remove the block away. And that is your conscious breathing practice. So what we did there at the very beginning, when we were paying attention to the sounds and possibly smells going on around us, we were literally just bringing ourselves into the present moment, giving ourselves a bit of time to adjust our position and get as comfy as possible. And then when we started asking ourselves, where do I feel the breath as I breathe in? Where do I feel the breath as I breathe out? That is the meat and potatoes of the conscious breathing exercise, the conscious breathing practice. This practice is foundational to all other breathwork practices, and it really helps you to bring awareness to your breath when you're practicing yoga poses, yoga asana, on the mat as well. So if you find a couple of minutes each day to try out this practice, you'll also be really helping your yoga asana practice on the mat as well. All right, that's it. If you've got any questions about breathing in yoga, then feel free to reply to this email and I'll be happy to answer them. And if I can't, I will point you in the direction of someone more qualified who can. But to be honest, I could talk the hind legs off a donkey about all things breathwork. Okay, I hope you found some value in that practice, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your yoga starter kit. If there's anything else that you'd like to see in this starter kit that you think I haven't addressed or not addressed fully enough, please let me know. That will help you and that will help other future students as well. Thank you very much.